that sugar sweet. You got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion. Just my
Hey y'all, and welcome to today's video. Today I'm sharing an extreme clean and organize with me where I'll be bringing you guys along as I clean out and organize my fridge. I'll be doing some restocking in the fridge and the pantry after shopping at Costco and Publix for the week. I'm showing some real life messes, some laundry motivation, and I'll even share my Costco haul from my first time ever shopping at Costco. So get your to-do list ready, get ready for some extreme cleaning motivation, and let's clean together. So I'm actually starting out this morning here in my kitchen. You can see we've got tons of dirty dishes in the sink, but actually all the dishes in the dishwasher were clean, so I need to put those away. And I have a lot of stuff on the counter to put up. We had gone grocery shopping at Publix, so I already put away most of the groceries, but I had a few other things to put away. And I wanted to do all of this because I was planning to go to Costco this morning as soon as they open. On this day, it was my first time ever going to a Costco because we didn't have one anywhere near us, and this Costco actually just opened a few weeks ago. So I wanted to make sure to get there as soon as they opened just in case they were busy. But I was super excited to go check out Costco and see what it was all about because so many of you have told me how much you love Costco and you love shopping there for all the necessities and everything. Now we do have a Sam's Club, and I used to have a Sam's Club membership. So when I went to Costco, it did remind me a ton of Sam's, except for there were different brands, but it was all laid out the same and just, I mean, overall the same kind of concept as a Sam's Club. So after I got the kitchen tidied up, I didn't do any like cleaning or anything at this point because like I said, I wanted to get to Costco before it got super crazy busy. So I got there and got back with all of my Costco finds. So here's a quick look at what I got from Costco. I will actually give you a little Costco haul in a little bit, but first I want to go ahead and start cleaning out my refrigerator. It has not been cleaned out in a while, which you'll see in just a minute. I found some really old stuff in here. But I'm going to clean all of this out, give the fridge a good cleaning, and then I will organize it. Now, if you guys did not see my video last week, I did some major deep cleaning of the oven and also the carpet. So if you need a satisfying deep cleaning video, go check that one out. But I also did a little story time sharing all about how I became a stay-at-home mom and our debt-free journey, how we became debt-free and all of that. So if you like that kind of stuff, definitely go check out that video if you want to hear, you know, kind of our journey on that. But I will be sharing a little story a little bit later in this video. A lot of you wanted to know how Chance and I met, how we got married, all of that good stuff. So I'm going to share a little bit more about that later in this video. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is vacuum out the fridge, and so I'm going to use this new little vacuum that I got off of Amazon. I've had it for about a month now. It is called a Bluefeel vacuum. Bluefeel is actually a spinoff company from Samsung Electronics Ventures. The company is actually run by former Samsung engineers. So this is a super lightweight handheld vacuum. It comes with several different attachments, so you can make the ends longer or you can get into a little bit smaller places depending on which attachment you want to use. It also has little lights to show which mode you're on. So there's two different modes. There's a regular mode and then there's a high-powered suction mode, which is super powered. This vacuum is awesome because it's really good at getting into those teeny tiny little spaces or cracks or even underneath my oven. You're going to see me use it in several different places throughout this video. I even used it on my couch, and the vacuum lines from this thing are amazing. And like I said, it is super high powered, so it'll pick up everything. I also love that this vacuum is super small and compact. You could use this in your car, and you could actually leave it in there if you wanted it as a car vacuum. But I've used it for just so many things around my house, and you can, with the attachments making it longer, you could actually use it to vacuum your floors. So you could use it like a little cordless vacuum, but you could also reach up high with it and get those cobwebs on the ceiling and things like that. This little vacuum is also perfect for when you make messes. Like Gracie June the other day was in the bathroom. We were getting her ready for her showcase, and she spilled glitter all over the countertop. And instead of having to go get my cordless vacuum and take it apart and put all the attachments together, I just had her go grab this really quick, and she was able to vacuum up all that glitter in like 2 seconds. And the same thing with like our coffee table. Anytime there's crumbs or anything on our coffee table, we have these little cracks and crevices in there, and it makes it really hard to get anything out. So we use this little handheld vacuum now, and it is so powerful that it sucks everything right up out of those cracks. So this is definitely a great little handheld vacuum to just have on hand and use around your house, your office, your car, anywhere. The vacuum is also rechargeable, so we just have it stationed right there in our dining room. I love that it's sleek and white and can go with anything. It's not like this big bright color or anything, so nobody even notices that it's there. The vacuum is also super easy to clean. You just pull out the little canister by pulling the top off, dump it out, and then you can actually wash it in the sink, which you'll see me do that a little bit later in the video as well. Now, if you're interested in checking out the Bluefeel vacuum, I will have a link down in my description box. It'll take you straight to the vacuum that I have, and then I also have a discount code for 20% off. If you use my code AMY2021, you will get 20% off your vacuum. And I do want to say thank you to Bluefeel for partnering with me on today's video and for giving us that discount code. Okay, so as you can see, I'm just cleaning out the inside of the refrigerator with the Dawn Power Wash. I just sprayed it on and I let it sit for a little bit just in case there's any kind of mess that needs to be pulled up with the degreaser in it. And then I'm wiping it down with a microfiber cloth.
Nothing out there could ever stop me from chasing after the way you love me, keeping me up 2 cups of coffee. Baby, you make me feel so lovely. I keep on running, no, I should've wanted
Now that the fridge is all clean, I'm going to start putting things back in the refrigerator, and as I was doing this, I was looking at all of my foods, and anything that was expired, I was throwing it away. and you're gonna see I found this Greek yogurt. I'm not even sure how long this has been in here, but it was so gross. And when I saw this, it reminded me of something really funny, a huge mom fail moment with Greek yogurt with myself. It's really funny now, but I was so embarrassed when it happened. So what happened was Gracie June's class was doing a Greek day at school, and they did a whole Greek room transformation. They decorated, they dressed up as Greek characters, and they were going to be eating Greek food at their little party. So I was responsible for sending in a big tub of plain Greek yogurt. So I went and bought this big tub to send in for the classroom, and I waited until the day of the party because it's one of those things that needs to be in the refrigerator, and so I wanted to make sure, you know, I sent it in on the day of so it wasn't spoiled. So I sent it in. It was on a Friday, and then that following Sunday, we were at home, and I was going through the refrigerator trying to clean some things out for the week, and I realized that the brand new tub of Greek yogurt was still in the fridge, and I was so confused. And then I realized I had sent in Greek yogurt that had already been in our refrigerator. We had a huge tub of Greek yogurt that I had used half for a recipe that we had done earlier in the week, and I was going to use the other half for another recipe the following week. So I ended up sending in a half-empty tub of Greek yogurt. Huge mom fail. I was so mortified, and I immediately messaged Gracie June's teacher and apologized and told her I cannot believe she did not message me and tell me how crazy I was for sending in this half-empty tub of Greek yogurt that clearly had been used. And I just was like, oh my gosh, she probably thinks I am so crazy. Luckily, a few other moms had also signed up to send in Greek yogurt, so they still got to have their Greek yogurt at their party. But anyways, I know that we all have our little mom fail moments and do stuff like this. We all have crazy busy lives, a bazillion things going through our heads at any given moment. So y'all will have to share with me one of your mom fail moments in the comments, and we can all read them and laugh about it now.
I can't get you off my mind. So sweet, yeah, I need it from you. Got my hands all on you, sweet. Everything I want is sugar like yes, please. Love is like candy. Sweet, yeah, I need it from you. Got my hands all on you, sweet. Everything I want is sugar like yes, please. Love is like candy. Oh, what a rush each time you catch me. Chasing after the way you la la la.
All right, so now that all of that is done, I'm going to go ahead and pull out all the condiments and clean out the shelving in here with some Clorox wipes.
Lovely. I keep on running, no, I shouldn't want I keep on falling right into your thought, I can't get you off my mind. So sweet, yeah, I need it from you. Got my hands all on you, sweet. Everything I want is sugar like yes, please. Love is like candy. Sweet, yeah, I need it from you. Got my hands all on you, sweet. Everything I want is sugar like yes, please. Love is like candy. Sweet, yeah, I need it from you. Got my hands all on you, sweet. Everything I want is sugar like yes, please.
So now the refrigerator is all organized. It looks so pretty. This is one of those projects that as soon as you get done, you just stand back and have to admire it because you know it's not going to be this way for much longer. I think our refrigerator has stayed organized for about a week. But after that, you know, it's back to looking a hot mess. So now that the refrigerator is done, it's all cleaned and organized. Hallelujah. I'm going to actually restock some of our snacks and things like that for our pantry, and then I'll head out into our garage and restock our refrigerator out there, which is where we keep all of our drinks.
Yeah, I need it from you. Got my hands all on you, sweet. Everything I want is sugar like yes, please. It's like candy. Nothing out there could ever stop me. From chasing after the way you la 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 love me. Keeping me up 2 cups of coffee. Baby, you make me feel so la 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 lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So sweet, yeah, I need it from you. Got my hands all on you, sweet.
Now, I did not show this part, but we did restock the chips here. I also have some chips from the Costco box that we put into our basket for delivery drivers on the front porch, just a little snack for them. And then the rest of the chips that were left over are still in the Costco box, and I just put it on top of our fridge out in the garage. But here's just a little quick overview of what our pantry looks like. Now we're heading out into the garage. I have a huge thing of paper towels, some Gatorade Zeros, some waters, and some protein shakes that were all from Costco this morning. And then I also have a ton of Diet Dr. Peppers and Capri Suns that need to go in this fridge that I got from Publix. So the first thing I need to do is clean in here because we actually had a protein shake that froze and like exploded in here and got everywhere. So I need to clean that out. So I'm going to wipe all of that out and then I'm going to restock this fridge. Now, while I'm cleaning out this fridge and restocking it, I figured I would give you guys my little story time. So first of all, if you're new here, then I am so glad that you're here. My name is Amy Darley, and me and my husband and my 2 kids live in a small town right outside of Savannah, Georgia. My husband's name is Chance, and my son, Kason, is 10 years old, and then I have a daughter, Gracie June, who is 8 years old. Now, over on Instagram, I asked you guys if there was anything that you wanted to know more about or you wanted me to share, any kind of story time stories that you wanted to hear from me, and a lot of people were asking how Chance and I met. So I'm going to share that story with you guys. Now, I have shared this before in Q&As, so if you ever want to go check out those videos, those are on my YouTube channel, but it's always fun to share little stories about how we met or you know, just things about my kids. I love sharing that kind of stuff with you guys. So if you ever have anything you want me to share, let me know in the comments and I'll try to like share a story about it or something. But so anyways, Chance and I met my freshman year in college. We both went to the same college. We went to Valdosta State University. He was actually a sophomore. I was a freshman. And I was a cheerleader, Chance was a football player, and I think it was actually the very first football game ever, I was out on the field and Chance saw me, and one of his friends, which happened to be his roommate, dated one of the other cheerleaders. And when he saw me, he joked around and he told her, he said, "Oh, who's that over there?" And she said, "That's Amy." And he said, "Oh, well, tell Amy I said what's up." But what's funny is she never told me, I never knew who he was, and we never talked. And so that following January, we ended up in some random art class together. And on the first day of class, Chance went back to his roommate and was like, "That girl Amy is in my class." And so after that, we just kind of, we knew each other from class, and honestly, I always say that he flirted like a kindergartner because he would like pick on me. And so I thought that he was just being mean, and I thought that he was full of himself because he was this football player. I definitely thought he was cute, but I definitely did not think that he was flirting with me. I thought he was just, being rude. But a few months go by and I wanted to go to the Baptist Student Union. I had never been before, which was like, they just do like worship and things like that, but it's through the college. And they also do Bible study, all that type of thing. Like you could join Bible study groups and they have events, all kinds of things. So I wanted to go. So I was looking on the website and I noticed that Chance was in some of the pictures on their page. So the next time we were in class together, I asked him about the Baptist Student Union, and he invited me and my 2 roommates who were also in that class to come check it out and come to like the weekly worship. So we met him there, and there was a speaker, they did a whole sermon, and then we had worship and all kinds of things. But it was just so funny because this literally never ever happened again. And Chance said they never do this, but when they asked us to pray, they asked us to hold hands, and I was standing next to Chance and I had to hold his hand, and I remember like not even paying any attention to what they were praying about. All I was thinking about was that I was sitting there holding his hand. So after that, we started talking and hanging out more, and he actually called me one day and asked me if I would go with him and a bunch of his friends to go bowling. And I remember the moment exactly. Me and my 2 roommates, we were grocery shopping, and I basically lied because I was so nervous. And I told him that I couldn't go because we had a girls' night and I just couldn't do it. So we ended up, it's funny, so I was so nervous about that. But then we ended up doing like a little movie night at my apartment, and that was basically our first date. I cooked dinner for us, and I was a horrible cook, you guys. I didn't know how to cook anything, but I looked up some recipe. It was a chicken parmesan recipe. I hated it. He said he loved it, but I thought it was so gross. But anyway, so we cooked dinner and had a little movie night, and then we started dating shortly after that. So then the summer before my senior year, Chance had just graduated that June, and then I was going into my senior year. I was actually scheduled to graduate a semester early, so I would be graduating that December. Chance, it was during the summer, Chance proposed, and we ended up getting married a year later. So that is the story about how Chance and I met and started dating, and we have actually been married for 13 years now. It'll be 14 next June, and he's seriously my best friend, and I just couldn't ask for a better husband. Okay, I'll get back to talking about cleaning now, but if you guys have any other things that you want to know about us or stories that you want to hear, y'all let me know down in the comments.
Tell you're the type of girl that's got good things to say. Got a big bright heart that could match your eyes like the stars up in outer space. And that's why I'm gonna take a chance. I see that, please take my hand. Out on the floor, there's something I want more than to offer you this dance. With every smile you got me wishing on every star beyond my reach. With every move you've got me dreaming of who you and I could be. If there was ever a love so perfect, gotta believe it's you and me. You're the only one that I'll ever want, so come and dance with me. Who knows, we might get married and have a bunch of kids like that. We vacation out to Paris, friends, and maybe never even come back, no. It's why I put on my dancing shoes. That would be a dream with a girl like you. Out on the floor, there's nothing I want more. So wanna dance? With every smile you got me wishing on every star beyond my reach. With every move you got me dreaming of who you and I could be. If there was ever a love that felt so perfect, gotta believe it's you and me. You're the only one that I'll ever want, so come and dance with me.
Alright, so now I'm actually moving on to cleaning my sink. I've told you guys this before, but I try to make the sink cleaning and then the countertops the last couple of things that I do in the kitchen, just because I always found myself cleaning out the sink and then realizing there were a few dishes that I forgot to clean, or I have to take, something else from the kitchen and clean it in the sink. So doing the sink, cleaning the sink is one of the last things I do before I'm done with cleaning my kitchen. So today I used the Dawn Power Wash to just quickly clean out my sink, but I also love the Mrs. Meyer's Baking Soda Cream Cleanser from Grove Collaborative, but I'm all out. So I'm going to be placing an order soon. I need to get a ton of that and stock up and some other things, and y'all will have to let me know if there's anything else that you guys love to purchase from Grove Collaborative, because I kind of want to try out some new products.
But I know that you would look beautiful when the snowflakes fall in your hair.
Now here you can see I added some of those attachments onto the Bluefill vacuum, and it makes it like a little cordless vacuum that you can use on the floor. So I'm going to use this here in my kitchen really quick. I also love that it goes up under the drawer, the little pan warming drawer that's by my stove, underneath the stove, because my cordless vacuums do not go under this. But now that the kitchen is all clean, I'm going to give you guys a Costco haul really quick. And I did not get a ton of stuff because I didn't really know what to expect and I didn't have a plan. But if you guys have any favorites from Costco, let me know. Okay, a quick little Costco haul. This is the first time I've ever been to Costco. I've been to Sam's Club a ton, but we just got a brand new Costco. So I feel like they're very, very similar, but I'm gonna show you guys what I got really quick. I have a few things out in the garage too. All right, so the first thing I got were these chicken skewers. They looked really good, and I saw someone else share these. I don't remember who it was, but I thought this was a great little dinner. We got some Z-bars for the kids, a huge bag of Tostitos scoops. We've got some bacon. I got a bunch of boneless, skinless chicken breast in here, about 6 pounds of ground beef. I also got these little macaroons, and I got them for a little Christmas cookie exchange that I'm doing with some girlfriends. I did not have time to do any cooking or baking this week, so I just picked these up, and I might even like try to make them a little bit more Christmassy. I don't know. I might even just take them like that. But I also got some peppermint bark to take with me. This is another thing that I could have made myself, but just don't have time this week because it's a crazy busy week. I saw this and just wanted to try it. It's a little holiday mingle mix. It looks really yummy. We got some pot stickers. These little pizza singles, they're like personal pan pizzas. There's pepperoni and cheese in there. There's 6 of each. It's a 12 pack. And then I also got these little Kit Kat bar drumstick ice creams. So the kids can try that for a dessert this week. But I forgot one more thing for food is this 54 pack of chips. So I got this mixed bag. This is not just for us. We have the little delivery driver basket on the front porch. So I'm gonna add some of these chips into that. And then hopefully Chance isn't watching this, but I saw this there. It's a salt and pepper shaker. And it holds a lot more salt and pepper in these shakers than our little ones do. So I thought this would be perfect to keep on the countertop for when we're cooking. And since Chance loves to cook, I thought this would be a cool little Christmas gift, basically for both of us. Okay, we are moving on to day 2 of cleaning. I have this mess in here in our bedroom from where we went out of town for the weekend. We also have some clean laundry, even though it looks like it should be messy laundry. So what I'm going to do is make up my bed. I'm going to put all the stuff away that's in my suitcase. We really didn't have a ton, but I need to put that stuff away, put my suitcase away, fold the laundry, and then we're going to get to vacuuming and mopping the floors. And also I wanted to point out that I know it's winter and I'm in shorts, but our weather has been so crazy here. One day it'll be like high of 60 and then the next day it'll be high of 78. And actually I think this Saturday the high is supposed to be 80 here. So on this day I had to wear shorts because it was a little bit warmer. And also I'm going to be vacuuming and mopping the floors, and I don't know about you guys, but that is a workout and I get hot and sweaty. So shorts it is for cleaning today. Oh, and while I'm doing laundry, I like to watch TV or listen to a book or something like that, but I have been watching the Challenge All-Stars. Y'all will have to let me know if you love the Challenge on MTV. I still watch it, but they also have the All-Stars season out, and it's been okay. It's an okay season, but what I love most about it is the music. But all the songs from this show are like remakes from songs when I was growing up. So they had like Alanis Morissette and Mariah Carey, and it's just so nostalgic. So y'all will have to let me know if you've watched the show too. Okay, all the laundry is done and folded and ready to be put away. So I'm going to put all of the kids' laundry in this basket, take it upstairs, and then I usually just put it on their beds for them to put away. And then I will put away mine and Chance's laundry.
The time is right. The time is right. The time is right. The night is the night. Night is the night. I'll give it my all. Give it my all. See stars in your eyes. Stars in your eyes. I'm 10 feet tall. 10 feet tall. When I'm with you. Nobody's stopping us now. Nobody's stopping us now. I really need somebody, somebody, somebody. I really need somebody, somebody, somebody.
So here's our coffee table that I was talking about earlier. It has like all these cracks and everything in it. It has these little sections right here, which is why I used that attachment to get in there. But Kason had eaten some Pop-Tarts, and all that, you know how Pop-Tarts are, like crumbs get everywhere. But they'll get into these cracks, and I can't just like wipe them out. I can't just wipe the table off and clean it. So I'm using this little handheld vacuum, and like I said, the suction on this thing is so powerful. So it got all the cracks out of, or all the crumbs out of our cracks.
I know it's a little bit too much for sure. So cold, but we're always coming back for more.
I'm also doing a quick little vacuum here on the couch while I already have this out, and the vacuum lines afterwards are so satisfying.
What it's all about takes a second and then we're back it again. Coaster ride for the triggered minds, but I don't ever want us to stop it. Go ahead.
Now really quickly, I'm going to go ahead and clean out the vacuum so you can see how you do that. I just pop the top off and dump out the little trash canister, and then this piece right here actually comes apart, and you can wash the filter, wash out the pieces, and then just let them air dry.
I care, just wanna stay close, don't say that, ain't gonna leave ya, I don't wanna sabotage, you're a million.
Okay, now I'm going to finish vacuuming the rugs in here, and then I'm going to mop our hardwood floors.
Time you go and slam the door, I adore how we always end up on the floor. We know how to push the buttons to the core, I've got you. If we figured out what it's all about, takes a second and then we're back it again. Coaster ride for the triggered minds, but I don't ever want us to stop it. Go ahead, to let me smile from for all I care. Just wanna stay close, don't
So this is the last thing I'm doing. I'm just going to really quickly mop, and I'm just using my O Cedar Spin Mop and a little bit of hot water and Pine Sol, and then I will be finished with all of my cleaning. Now, I did want to let you guys know I will have another video out next week, but the week of Christmas, I'm actually going to take that week off, so there will be no video that week. And then the next one, I think, will be right after the new year. So I am actually already planning all of my videos for January. So if there's anything specific that you would like to see in those videos, any area that you would like me to clean, or any tool or cleaning product that you would like me to try out, y'all let me know down in the comments so I can get to planning all of that out. Also, since we're talking about planning, I did get in my new planner for this year. It's the same planner that I've been using for like the last 5 years. I just got a different print this year. And so I'm going to share that with you guys in my next video, but I've also shared it over on Instagram, and I will actually link it down in the description box too in case you want to go check it out. But it's like a $27 planner off of Amazon, and I'm obsessed with it. I love the way it's laid out, and I've been using it for years. But I just got my new one in, so I will actually film it and share with you guys exactly how it's laid out and everything. I'll show it to you in the next video. Alright guys, so that's going to be all for today's video. I hope you guys got tons and tons of cleaning motivation from it. And I want to say a huge thank you to all of you for being here and taking time out of your busy schedules to spend time with me. And if you're still here at the end of this video, will you leave me a sunshine emoji down in the comments so I know that you're still here? Also, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe before you leave so that way you don't miss any upcoming videos, and then introduce yourself to us down in the comments so that way we can get to know you. Now, if you need even more cleaning motivation, I am going to leave some videos on the screen here at the end of the video, and you can check those out, and it's going to be sure to give you all the motivation that you need. But I also have some videos listed down in my description box by categories and by space, organization, project, all of that kind of stuff. So if you're looking for something specific, then check out the description box, and you'll be sure to get all the motivation that you need to tackle the rest of your to-do list. I hope you guys have an awesome week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!